Hello people, welcome to the second part of the video series SATRANGI, where we are trying to go deep into the topic of Pride Month to understand its nuances. It is unknown to many regarding the concept of various flags meant to represent different sexualities and orientations in the LGBT plus spectrum. Anushka, can you please give us an idea regarding some of the major flags?
I would be pleased to. Our society has always taught us that sexuality is only black and white, but there are many colors in between. This is proved by our LGBTQ plus community. This flag is the most well-known flag. It is known as LGBTQ plus flag or the rainbow flag or simply the gay flag. It was designed by Gilbert Baker in the year 1970s, and he felt that the queer people need something very positive that would celebrate their love. Because amidst the negativity that our society keeps giving the people belonging to the LGBTQ plus society, we always need some positivity to celebrate our love. The next flag that I'm going to introduce to you is the bisexual flag. We can see that there are three colors: pink, blue, and a strip of violet in between. This flag was designed by Michael Page in the year 1998, and he wanted to boost the visibility of bisexual people outside of the greater LGBTQ plus community. Many people get confused between the bisexual flag and the pansexual flag because there's just one color that's different, and also between the two sexualities. Many people don't even consider the pansexuals as a different sexuality. The word bi means two. Bisexuals are those who are attracted to both the varieties of gender, that is, males and females. The next flag is the pansexual flag. It's almost like the bisexual flag, only with a different color, that is, the yellow strip in between. The pansexual flag first popped up in the year 2010, very recent, and is used to distinguish pansexual people from the bisexual people. Although some pansexual people may also call themselves bisexual, but the pan word implies attraction to more than two genders. So the pansexual flag uses yellow for non-binary or genderqueer people. Next is the lipstick lesbian flag. The lesbian flag or the lipstick lesbian flag was designed by Natalia McRae in 2010, also very recent. The original version featured a pink lip print at the left-hand side corner, but the version without the lip print is now more widely used. Some lesbians oppose the use of this flag because McRae's blog includes racist, biphobic, and transphobic comments. A number of other designs have been suggested, but still, this is the flag that they call their very own. Next is the transgender flag. A transgender woman and Navy veteran named Monica Helms created the transgender flag in 1999. The stripes at the top and the bottom are light blue and light pink and a white strip in between. The blue one represents the baby boys. The pink one represents baby girls, whereas the white one represents those who have had intersex transitions or considered themselves as a neutral or undefined gender. The pattern is such that no matter which way you fly it out, it is always correct. And the last flag that I'm going to explain is the non-binary flag. There are 17 flags, but this is a flag that came most recently. 17-year-old activist Kai Robin created the non-binary flag in 2014 because many non-binary people felt that the genderqueer flag didn't represent them well. Robin's flag uses yellow for those whose gender exists outside of or without reference to the binary. White are for those or many or all genders, purple for those who feel their gender is between the mix of male and female, and black is for those who feel that they are without a gender. So, this was it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anushka. I strongly believe that many of us didn't know about the flags, and it's really very informative that you have introduced us to the major flags. So, an interesting fact is that the concept of LGBT plus community existed from a long time. It's just that we are not aware of them. There are many mythological as well as historical evidences in India itself which shows that this concept was not a taboo back in ancient India. Avantika, can you please highlight upon this?
I just read two articles published by India Today and the Indian Express, which showed how homosexuality was absolutely accepted in ancient India. For example, in the temples of Khajuraho, there are images which prove that homosexuality was existent in ancient India. Also, in the Valmiki Ramayana, Lord Rama's devotee and companion Hanuman is said to have seen Rakshasa women getting intimate with each other. Also, at another place, the Ramayana also tells the tale of a king named Dilip who had two wives. He died without leaving an heir. The story says that his two wives had a son under the order of Lord Shiva, and this child went on to become the famous King Bhagirath, best known for having brought river Ganga from heaven to the earth. Also, the Mahabharata has an interesting story about Shikhandi, the feminine or transgender warrior of the time and responsible for the defeat and killing of Bhishma. Shikhandi was a daughter of King Drupad, who raised her as a prince to take revenge from the Kurus, the rulers of Hastinapur. Also, according to the Master Purana, during the churning of the Milky Ocean, Lord Vishnu took the form of a beautiful woman, Mohini, to trick the demons so that the gods could drink all the Amrit, which is the immortal juice found from churning of the ocean. Meanwhile, Lord Shiva saw Vishnu as Mohini and instantly fell for him. Their union even led to the birth of a child, Lord Ayappa. Also in the Rig Veda, there is the mention of a homosexual couple, uh, Varun and Mitra, who also had children together. Also, there is this very interesting thing I read about the origin of transgenders as per the Ramayana. It is said that when Ram, before leaving for 14-year exile, gave a farewell speech where he asked his subjects to return to their homes and carry on with their lives. However, when Lord Rama returned, he found out that some of them hadn't left their places, as a result of which they had merged together in an intersex manner. He granted these people the power to confer certain blessings on the other people. As we can see, it was pretty normal to interact and encounter with the LGBT community. Why the acceptance has faded away is a question that we must ask ourselves as a society.
Thank you, Avantika. It was really very informative, and it just shows us that the way we in the current society we treat this LGBT plus community as a kind of marginalized community and as a taboo, and it is definitely not. It was definitely not the case in ancient India. So moving on, it is evident that we as a society are slowly but steadily moving towards inclusivity. Tinder, a prominent dating app, as we all know, has included 23 new genders to recognize the diversity in the gender spectrum. So last year's Pride Month, Ritviz, a prominent music artist, in partnership with Tinder, took an initiative to make people aware about this LGBT plus community by composing the track Raahi.
हौसला छोड़ो ना हौसला दे दो ना हौसला जाना है दौड़ तुझे हौसला छोड़ो ना हौसला